indeed bottom of the Premier League table. 11 Wonders want to escape that relegation battle and see how best they can actually move up on the Premier League law. But just right in front of them is Hearts of Oak, certainly are also not looking bad at all in terms of their pride and how they intend to change the narrative in terms of winning the Premier League title. It's been pretty much difficult for Coach Masudi Dramani and his charges there in terms of getting a lot of goals there. But for 11 Wonders, it's a mighty task there for them to see if they can't change any of their work rate in the Premier League. And that's been very much difficult for them to do so. But this time, coming up against the Accra Hearts of Oak, certainly it is going to be a huge task there for them to fulfill.
It hasn't been a season they have been happy with the opening half giving them lots of problems, not just managerial changes. They had to endure a number of changes to their setup, but gradually picking up confidence at the investment. Good defense, and they're also buoyed by the captain, who is a very good shot stopper. Very few goals last week against Dreams FC. He stood between Hearts of Oak losing that match and earning a point in their home game. Hopefully today he lives up to the billing. But for the midfield, that is where Hearts of Oak would have to deal with the brilliance of Emmanuel Boate, the captain for 11 Wonders, and Eden Kofi Asamoah is also one of the creative forces we've seen so far in the league.
G. Dramani talked about the fact that he's going to exploit the weaknesses of 11 Wonders in the Premier League. Talked about the 11 Wonders position. They don't really have to deceive people from what they do in terms of quality in their setup. One of the finest squads in the Premier League here, 11 Wonders. D. Dramani talked about the 11 Wonders team, that they play more fluent football. They keep the ball more, and so they have to try and as much as possible to exploit the weaknesses there with the Phobians getting the field opportunity on the right hand side there, and so looking for Duku to tapping for the first goal there, but opportunity just going there, and so it's Henry Boateng with a chance there to the first opportunity at goal there.
Well, that was quite a very decent pass, crossfield delivery. Kokubuatu was looking at finding his man inside the penalty area.
Phobian and Abdul Karim on the ball there, back to Henry Boateng, trying to get to the near post, and just goes wide there for side netting. But again, it hard to feel, just getting some bit of openings there, just closer to the 18-yard area of 11 Wonders, beginning to show their prowess and beginning to ask the questions at the moment.
Quite a positive start there. Kokubuatu was expected to at least lay off that pass that you can see from Ali Mohammed. Wasn't happy with the final decision.
Trying to get the balls back into very good areas, the Hearts of Oak, and plenty of the balls will be given down to Kweku Boateng Henry. Getting the ball out of play, opportunity now for 11 Wonders to start their own style of play, their fluid football, talked about there by Didi Dramani. And the interesting bit about the team is that the 11 Wonders set up have to bring in some changes as well, with the introduction of Obedo Fori from Ankotiv. He comes as a free agent from Antaya Sport. Desmond Teta talked about him as a loanee from Dreams FC, and Hamza Musa from Tema United. Again, you have the Dreams FC set up. Also looking to get the things going, but 11 Wonders really have opportunity now to move forward. Matthew Amponsa with that bit of a tricks there on his side.
He's witty, he's fast, he's very creative, he has lots of space and pace in front of him. There's a lot that Babadamu has to deal with.
Again, Hearts of Oak planning their lines and not under any bit of a pressure to in terms of how the 11 Wonders team set up. It's surprising that 11 Wonders are languishing 18th on the Premier League table with just 9 points after 19 games, with a negative goal difference of 15, the highest in the Premier League.
I think that it's been quite a difficult time for them. The defensive frailties every single now and then, making changes. So their color is down on the bench. And we expect that 11 Wonders will start this half on a very positive note, trying to bombard the Phobians with the attack right from the start and be a bit more prudent with their decision making. But they couldn't make that prudent decision making in the first attempt to the final bit.
Here we go, Hearts of Oak without the first opportunity as they go with Henry Boateng trying to wriggle his way around 2 players. And again, it's been Sesibe working hard at the back there for the Phobians, Ali Mohammed, Philip Potsa.
That's brilliant play there from Hearts of Oak to escape the press from 11 Wonders. He started with goalkeeper Benjamin Asari, so calm on the ball and make sure that his passes always gives the team a breather from pressure from opponents.
Now they have a chance to strike here, Hartlepool. And that was Aissa's first attempt and his first touch on the ball there since his introduction to the game there, just in the penalty box of 11 Wonders, trying to hit the half volley. And Hartlepool do have a concern at the moment.
So that was quite a very decent block coming in from Roberto Fori, putting his body on the line to make that clearance, preventing Issa from having a decent touch. Akwesi Asma has come off with a blow. Look at that delivery. Once again, Adamu. Issa took it on the first attempt. But before he was never going to allow him to have a free hit. And Matthew Mpunsa had to do the rest of the work. Oh, these little ones don't care. Their side are in the lead.
Yeah. Now they also have to bring in a change there. Desmond Tete, who just signed for the club, is also being withdrawn. And he'll be taken over there by Felix Akolo.
Akolo is very much experienced. He's mobile, he's workaholic. We expect him to go down the left-hand side for 11 Wonders with a lot of pace and the weapon, a lot more crosses, trying to find Ralph Muna.
There's a man at the back and man in the defensive line for Africa very brilliantly. And the Phobias still trying to get the second goal in the second half.
Okay, that was a poor touch coming in there from Henry Kwekubuate. Should have been much more of a decent touch. So you might be playing thinking, George Parko is injured. If I do my very best, I could be in charge of this position for a very long time. Even when I return, the coach will have headache. He selected who plays. Oluwayo once again getting the better laugh against Akeem Miller. Miller struggling, playing as a right back.
Sibe to Ali Mohammed. They have partnered brilliantly for the Phobians. They have been the most solid defensive partners pair